Megan! So I wanted to just do like a Disney Universal haul thing, whatever you want to call it, shopping spree, just show you guys what I got in some of the parks and outside of some of the parks as well, just in the stores that are out and about in the malls and down at Downtown Disney, just things like that, and show you what I got and how you can get cheaper gifts if you're trying to go with not so much money to America. I did buy a few bits that aren't Disney and Universal orientated, but I'm not going to show you those things today because otherwise I'll just have too much to show you guys. There's just a few bits that were quite expensive, but most of them I kind of just shopped around and saw stuff that was like really cheap, and I thought, do you know what, I'll get it, it's cheaper, why not? So let's start with the expensive stuff and then we'll work our way down, so that towards the end of the video you've got the stuff that you can get for free, the things that only cost a couple of dollars, and how you can get gifts without really realising that you're buying them, kind of thing. So let's start with, I'm going to say my most expensive thing, which was probably this bag. But I love this bag so much. I knew I wanted it before I even went. I'd seen it online. It's like a quilted bag, and each one you pick up is completely different on the front. So you'll notice that Minnie and Mickey are at the top there, and then there's a little Mickey down the bottom here, and there's just a few bits, Mickey bits on the back. So I pulled all of them off the rail and tried to find the one with the most sort of central Minnie Mickey picture on it. It's a Vera Bradley bag, and you can get these in some of the parks, I believe, like some of the couture shops and things, but I actually got mine from Downtown Disney in just the I guess it was like in the jewellery section where all the jewellery is, it was in there, and they've got different colours, different styles. And in the Orlando Premium Outlet they've got a Vera Bradley store, so you'll get bags that look exactly like this just without Mickey and Minnie on them. So if you're looking for something and you like the style and everything and you like the pattern but you don't necessarily want Mickey or Minnie on it, you could go to the Orlando Mall and try and find the Vera Bradley shop. They're not cheap though. I can't remember exactly how much this is. I want to say around $50, and obviously it's not a massive bag, like you can see how big it is. In comparison to my head, it's a little bit bigger than my head. The only thing that didn't come with it that I have got on is this little key ring. This is one of the cheaper things actually that you can get. This was $3 for, I'm going to say $9 I think. So I brought them as gifts so that my partner's two sisters could have one each, and then I have one left over. So because it's blue and it kind of matches the pattern a little bit, the colours and that, I put it on there instead of putting it on my keys. So that's probably the most expensive thing I got. But then what I'm about to show you, because I bought 3 of them, this has made it the most expensive thing. So of course I have a Pandora bracelet, as every girl does. And I collect the Disney charms, and obviously over here in England they're all Charmelia. We can't get hold of the Pandora Disney charms at the moment. So I had it in my head that I was just going to get one, because when you look online on the Pandora shop, they don't have the full range that you can get in the parks because some of them are park exclusive. So when I was looking online, I decided I was going to get this one, if you can see it, which is it's got Minnie and Mickey all the way around it with little hearts and things. It's just a little one, and I knew I was going to get that, so I went and got it. And then while I was stood waiting to be served and looking at all the other ones, I was like, oh, I really like the crown. And for my birthday in February, I got this ring. So it's like the crown Pandora ring. And they're Disney crowns. These ones look just like my ring. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. This is actually Cinderella's, and on the top of it, it says their names of whose crown it is. So you can get Snow White, Ariel's, and someone else's. I can't remember who the other one was. And then on the last day I was like, oh, I keep looking at the castle and I really want the castle. And my mum had got the castle, and I'd actually brought one of these Alex and Arnie bracelets, which is the castle obviously for the Florida park, Disney World, so Cinderella's castle. So I went and got Cinderella's castle. So yeah, I went a little bit crazy with the Pandora beads, and they give you a big brochure to look through, so you'll be there for ages anyway, and then you and ah about what ones to get. And then when they tell you that some of them are park exclusives, or as in, so not necessarily that you have to be in one of the parks to get it, they're just exclusive to Disney World or something, so you can only get them in downtown Disney and the parks. Then you go, oh, I'll have that one as well. And obviously for us, every Pandora charm at the moment that's Disney is exclusive to America. So I was like, right, let's get loads. So I spent quite a lot of my money in one go on all of these beads. So I brought the Minnie and Mickey one and the crown one at the same time, along with my bag as well. Oh, and I bought 2 scarves, which I haven't brought in with me, so I'll have to go and get them in a bit. All in one shop on the 4th day. So I spent quite a chunk of my money quite quickly. Never mind. Something else which was quite expensive, but when I saw it, I just had to have it. And I think this might be in one of my other videos, I can't remember now, like my hints and tips videos, but was this hat. It's my Chip and Dale hat. They have a Chip and a Dale, and me and my cousin tried them on when we came off of Splash Mountain. So I was really excited, and I kept thinking about it all the time afterwards. And when we went into Epcot the day before the last day, I think it was on the 13th day, we went to Epcot in the evening, and I said, oh, I'm going to go into the shop at the end of the night, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get my Mickey ears. And then I was like, which one do I get? Do I get Chip or do I get Dale? So I ended up getting Dale because of his little red nose, and it's kind of like makes him a little bit Christmassy, I guess. But now I'm thinking, oh, I should have got both of them, but I can't wear both at the same time. And this was $21.95 without VAT, so it was quite expensive. It's a youth's hat, and actually already I've got makeup all over it, and I haven't even worn it properly yet. But in the winter, when I go and get my lifts to work, I'm gonna wear it down the road. I'm gonna look crazy and everyone's gonna laugh at me, but I don't care. And especially if we have like a crazy dress up day, definitely gonna wear it to work. So yeah. Something else I then saw after that, so that was on the first day that I originally saw that, and me and my cousin tried them on. And then something I saw afterwards, and I kept thinking about Chip and Dale, because just before I'd gone away to go to bed at night, when I wasn't that tired, I was getting up videos on YouTube of Chip and Dale and Donald Duck, and I'd been watching them for weeks. So I had Chip and Dale on the brain, and we went to Epcot and there was Chip and Dale, and you could have had your picture taken with them. And we didn't get in the queue because I didn't want to make everybody else wait for me just to go and see them too. And then I saw this and I love it. It's just so cute to go in the garden. And I do love my garden a lot. I spend a lot of time in the garden making it look pretty. So I thought I'd put these in, little mischievous creatures. And I've got I had 2 ferrets, and actually recently one of them passed away, so it kind of reminds me of them, because these are really like mischievous little guys, and my 2 ferrets were little boys and they were really mischievous, so it reminds me of them. So it's pretty nice to have. And I think this was about $6 something without the VAT. Obviously you've got to remember, if you're going to America, all the VAT is put on afterwards. But yeah, this is quite cute, so I've got it in the garden now. And the other thing I got, which was quite expensive for me, and there's something else I got that was expensive not for me, was this towel. But they had a really good offer on. I think they're like $20 odd, $20 something each. But if you bought 2 of them, it meant they were like $30 for 2 of them or something. So I got one and my mum got one. my mum got one, and the whole holiday she'd been saying she couldn't see and she couldn't hear properly. Hers was a complete white towel, and it had a Winnie the Pooh on it, and he was dressed up in a little safari outfit, and he had a magnifying glass, and he was saying, "Tigger, is that you?" And there was a great big tiger. So it was kind of like a bit of a silly thing, because my mum had been saying I can't see anything all holiday because she hadn't got her glasses, or she couldn't hear anything because she just couldn't hear me. I kept shouting mum and she kept not hearing me, so in the end I just kept shouting her name, which is Tracy. But this was my towel. Now I'm going to go and stand on the bed behind so you guys can see it. It's quite a big towel. Can you see it all? So you've got, from the right hand side going along, you've got Cruella de Vil over here, and down the bottom is Captain Hook. Then this big purple bit sort of in the middle is the evil queen from Snow White. Down the bottom, I think his name is, I want to call him Chernborg, but I don't think that's how you say it. He's the devil from Fantasia. Spit it out. Then up the top here on the end you've got Maleficent in the orange colour, and then here in the green, obviously in the middle, you've got Ursula. So it's a pretty cool towel. I'm quite into my villains at the moment, so I saw it and I just had to have it. And I'd wanted a new towel anyway because I've got a Little Mermaid one and it's kind of getting a little bit old now, so the colour's coming out of it, the picture's kind of fading on the towel, so I thought, oh, I get this one. Now they're not really thick, but they're pretty good for beach towels, so you can kind of see what it's like. Well, you can kind of see what it's like. So much fluff flying around now, and obviously they've got these really good quality tags on there, so you know it's a real Disney product. There's, strange enough, no price on the tag. But anyway, the other thing I've got, which was quite expensive, but not for me. Oh, for my, that's my Pandora bracelet on the floor. For my partner was this t-shirt, if I can pick it up, from Universal. It is a Transformers t-shirt, and it's really cool because it changes in the sun. So I've still got the sticker that shows you, and it does work. Not like straight away, it takes a little while, and when it's full on sun it does look that colour, but when it's just a little bit of sun it kind of just changes a little bit. But I thought it was really cool, and what I actually wanted to do, they've got a really cool Marvel one, so like all the Avengers and everything, they had a really cool one of them, and I really wanted to get that instead because we kind of like Transformers and Marvels in our house, and the Marvel one was really cool, but it was more of a girl's t-shirt. It was quite small even for a large, and I thought I could get it for myself, but I wanted to get my partner something, so I got him this instead, and it is really cool, and I just thought he can wear it like underneath his shirts because he tends to wear like t-shirts and shirts at the same time, so just a shirt over the top, so you can kind of just see it poking through a little bit, sort of more of a casual t-shirt. But this was about $24 I think, so it wasn't cheap, but it's quite a cool novelty t-shirt. I've not really seen anything like this here where stuff changes colour, so that was quite a cool thing that I found. And obviously they've got a few different ones in Universal where you can get those kind of things that are quite cool, but they're not exactly cheap, that's the only thing. Okay, so let's go on to like homeware, kitchen stuff. I went with the intention of getting a kind of teapot stand, and I wasn't really sure what kind of teapot stand I was going to get while I was there, and I kept looking at different things in the parks and then at Downtown Disney, and in the end I decided that I really wanted, I was going to get like oven mitts as well, but I just thought, this is crazy, my house will end up like completely Disney. So in the end I literally did just get like a teapot stand. This wasn't the cheapest, but it is really cute, and they've had them for quite a few years because I know my friend's mum has got one, which she might have actually even got from a Disney store here. So this was $14.95. Just a cool little Mickey stand, and it's got these little legs on it, just 4 little legs, and a weird little bumpy bit here. I don't know what that's all about. But at the moment I don't even use it as a teapot stand. I use it to stand my knife set on. So I don't know why, but if I hadn't have got it I might have regretted it. So I'd rather get it, and then if I don't want it I can sell it on eBay or something later on. But I quite like it, and when we get a bigger house it can be out on display somewhere, even if it means that I just sort of hang it on the wall somewhere. This is the other thing I got, which actually it's been cleaned but it looks a bit manky inside. It's just a little bowl with a little castle in the middle, and it's got this cute little design around the outside. As you can see, it's just pretty much like the Magic Kingdom and all the different areas and that. And this was $5.95 I think without VAT, and I got 2 plates to match as well. Now if you've seen my Instagram you'll see that I've used those plates, and I was so excited to use them because I'm going to be using all this stuff for like barbecuing and things, and if we have people around I'll put like a little salad or something in this. I have used it for salad myself, and I've used it for ice cream, which is why it's dirty, because I think it's got strawberry sauce still stuck in the bottom. But the plates won't get used as much. This will get used like all the time, so I can imagine it getting quite worn and the picture maybe coming off eventually if we keep like cleaning the outside of it, and probably getting rid of this bit in the middle if we keep cleaning the inside of it, especially if we have to use like a rough sponge on the middle. But it's not too bad a price, $5.95. I think the plates were about $6.95. They were only $1 or so more, and they're the big ones that are big plastic plates like this. So yeah, they're pretty good. The other thing I got, which isn't for the kitchen but it's been sat in my kitchen for a while, is this sign. If you can read it: no parking, violators will be towed. This was $12.95, and if I show you the back you can see like it's kind of embossed the picture of the cars on it, so Mater and Lightning McQueen. The rest of it is kind of flat on there, so it's not really worth $12.95, but I really wanted it. So, and I thought about it all holiday, and I'd seen it a couple of times and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna get it. So on the last day when we went to Downtown Disney, I just picked it up, and I actually got a sticker as well to go on the back of my car, just a Mickey sticker, which I still haven't put on yet. Something else I got, just a little thing from Universal, is this little clip. My little minion clip. It's like this. And this was $6.95, and it's got a little magnet on the top. And I just literally stick it to the fridge and put my piece of paper in there and hold it up. So that's really cute, just a little something. The other thing I got, which you will have seen if you watched the Downtown Disney video, was Vincent doing this for us at one of the stands. And I had this done the first time we went when I was 6. So this is what we got done. Just a silhouette scissor paper thing. Literally this guy, he has black paper that he folds 4 ways I think, and he just cuts these pictures out, and then you end up with 3 copies. So I've got one, my mum's got one, and we gave one to one of our family members as well, which was really cool. They're really cheap. This was like $20 plus VAT for 2 of us. It's $12 for one of you, and I think it was $25 for 3 of you, and then there's a price for 4 as well. If you watch the Downtown Disney video, I do have like a little thing that comes up that tells you how much it is for each person, like how many people you can get in it for the price. It's worth a visit going and getting something like that done, because it's quite cheap and it's just like, it's different from having just a picture. So a couple of other bits that are still, well, one thing that's homeware but getting slightly cheaper is this glass. So as you can see, Rainforest Cafe, this is kind of a good way to get like a free gift without realising it. Obviously it doesn't work out free in the end. I basically had a cocktail when we went into the Rainforest Cafe, and it came in a glass like this, and I didn't realise until after I'd ordered it that it says if you can keep these glasses, so they're kind of merchandise glasses that you get to keep. They'll bring you a clean one, obviously, they won't expect you to take the one home that you've been drinking from, but it's just a cool way to get like a kind of free souvenir. It was about $9 or $12 for the cocktail in this, so it's not too bad, and you get a free souvenir kind of thing, so it's quite good. Another thing that's quite cheap, which I was surprised about, is these Mickey ears. They're $13.95, and you can get your name printed on the back. So I just got mine, and I think it was about, I think it's like $3 for just traditional writing, and you get to pick between 3 different colours, and $7 for a different style of writing or something. So it's not too expensive. I just got the traditional style of writing with the gold, because you had the option between the gold and the pink, and I think a black as well, but obviously if you're having a black hat you don't really want black, but they do other hats that are like pink and green and things like that, so you might want black on the ones that are coloured. Something else, oopsie, that's quite cheap is these Disney dollars. Don't know if you've seen these, they're pretty good. This was just a $1, so for this one Disney dollar you pay $1, so it's pretty good. You can get a $1, a $5, a $10 and maybe a 20, but you definitely get a 1, a 5 and a 10. And then I just got this $1 when we went this time. I got one for me and my mum just as a little souvenir, so they're really cheap and really cool. They have different pictures, not necessarily every year, but nearly every year they change the picture on there, so it's quite cool. Something that we got for free, which was a bit of a bonus, is these Mickey stickers. Actually, we got these as a treat because I made some badges for us which got us a magic moment, which you might have seen in the original video. We got these free, and then they decided to give us a magic moment to get on Space Mountain for like with a freebie ticket thing when we got these at the same time, and that we also got another magic moment where we got onto the Seven Dwarfs mine train with a fast pass as well because of my badges. So it was worth making them. So if you can do little things like that, like make t-shirts, make badges, things like that, if there's a big group of you going, then definitely do it. It's worth it, even if you can just get like one freebie, or even when people just say, oh, that's so cool. So yeah, it's a cool thing to do. Something else which is really good that's quite cheap are these penny press souvenirs. I don't know if you guys can see this, hang on. Oh, there you go. So these ones are actually from Universal. This is like Spider-Man and Captain America on them too. They're really cheap. It's like 2 25-cents and a 1 cent coin, so 51 cents, you can't really go wrong. Something that you can do and get for free though, which people might not necessarily think about, when you go into Universal you can get these the cups to have the butterbeer in that you pay for, so the keepable cups. What we did is, this one we actually had water in, so I've got another one that's twice the size of this that we had a butterbeer in. I say twice the size, it's not quite big, it's the next size up, so like that. And you just get your butterbeer in it. So these are effectively free cups, and I just cleaned them out and kept them. There's nothing to them, but they're still, for me, they're still a souvenir, and it meant that I didn't have to go and pay for a butterbeer keepable cup, which are, I don't know, I want to say $5, but obviously these ones are effectively free that you're getting your cups in, so pretty good for freebies. A couple of bits that I've got left that I got not in the parks but actually in the premium outlet from the Disney store is some makeup, and I've actually got some of it on today. Some Villains makeup which I'd seen ages ago, and I thought I'm never going to get my hands on it now. This is just like a dream that will never come true. And we went into the premium outlet, into the Disney store, and I found it, and it was so cheap, so cheap. If you watch Tim and Jen Tracker, you will have seen she's ended up with some of the same stuff that I've got actually, which is quite funny. because she literally went there maybe 3 days after we did, and I was like, oh my god, she's got the same stuff as I've got. So I thought that was pretty cool, but that's me just being a bit sad, I guess. So I've got this Satin Peach blush, which she is upside down in this box, you can see, and this is meant to be $24.95 and I got it for $3.99. So I got a pretty good deal with that, and I have got this on today on my cheeks. It's not a very big pot, but obviously this is just like a see-through lid, and then you've just got this bit of blush in here, but I love it. It's got a bit of a shine to it and everything. And after that I saw this brush set, which was meant to be $34.95 and I actually got it for $4.99, and it shows you on the back that all the brushes come apart. So let's just quickly show you guys. This one I've been using actually for the blush that I just showed you, but it's also got this one inside, which is the blush, and this is a smudge brush. I don't know what you meant to smudge with that, but anyway. Then I've also got, this one is a highlighter brush, which I haven't used, and a lip brush, which I haven't yet used. And you can't see this because I need more than one hand, hang on. So this is the lip brush, and this is the smudge brush, and they just join together like that, and they've got these cute little like Disney villains written on the side of the brush and the little pictures. And then this other brush is foundation brush and a crease brush, and just joins together like that. So those two just tend to sit in my brush pot because I haven't got around to using them yet, because I don't wear makeup like other bits of makeup all the time. I tend to just wear this kind of thing to work, and at the weekends I wear even less. The other thing I got, which I'm in love with, is this little lipstick set. It is so cool, and this was meant to be $24.95 and I got this for $3.99 as well. And they're so cute. They're just little lipsticks. They're brilliant for putting in your handbag. Today I've actually got on, what colour have I got on? Desire, which on the back, right, so these are the colours on the back, and they pretty much look like those colours that are coming up on the screen to you guys as they do on this box. But when you open it, that does not look like that one to me. Does it look like that one to you guys? No. But still, I really like all these colours. My ears are going to fall off. This is the pale nude colour. And look at these little caps that come with them. They're so cute. Wait, let me put that lipstick down. So, you've got the Little Mermaid shell and the apple on the bottom there. Then you've got, let's see, the rose and the lamp, the genie's lamp on this side when it focuses. So you've got the genie's lamp and the rose, and then coming around you've got Sleeping Beauty's crown. So they're really cute little things. And let's just quickly get the other two out. This one I love so much, this dark one. It's so good. And you've got this one, which is kind of a shimmery colour. So let me just show you guys the kind of colour that's coming out. So you've got the really light shimmery one, which I showed you with that dark one at the same time. That dark one, I love that. The shimmery one, not so much. If I look pale, it kind of like pales me out even more. And then you've got this light nudie colour in the middle here, which is alright. I don't tend to wear that much. And then obviously this is the one that I've got on today. Oh, my scarves as well. So yeah, this one I really don't think I can get away with wearing to work, with all these bright greens and blues and yellows and everything, but it's really cool. It's got loads of different characters on it. Just a little thin one, quite see-through, if you can see through that. It's still quite long though, like I can't get the whole thing in. It goes further than I can stretch my arms. But then I've got this one, which, like I said, it's a kind of a hidden Mickey, but you can see them, like they are kind of obvious. But if you were further away, you might just think it's sort of like a circular pattern, but it's a little bit thicker, so I haven't yet worn this. Where's the thing? So it's like this one side and like that the other. So yeah, and these were £21.95 each. And then you got a deal with both of them for, I want to say, under $30 for both of them. I can't remember exactly what the deal was. They weren't exactly cheap, but I really liked them. And there were so many different scarves to choose from. And I nearly chose like two like this. But then I thought, oh no, because I might want to wear one to work, because that's my main thing. I love Disney, like wearing Disney all the time, especially on Casual Friday. I've got so many different Disney t-shirts, as obviously you can see today. And during the week I can't really wear any Disney stuff because I don't have anything that's workified, whatever you want to call it, that's got Disney on it. I've looked everywhere for a shirt with Disney on, and I can't find them anywhere. Not online, not in the shops, not in America in the shops. So I kind of just had to get stuff like scarves. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I got from like Disney and Universal. I thought I'd show you these things so you can kind of see what you can get for if you want to spend loads of money or not a lot of money. I kind of wanted to do a bit of a mix. And obviously those little things like the penny presses and the plastic cups are great if you don't want to go and spend loads of money, but you want something to bring back that you can remember by. And obviously the plastic cup from Harry Potter World, you can reuse that when you're back. Like I use them all the time just for waters and sodas and things. So yeah, you can definitely do it on a budget, but for me, I can't do it on a budget. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.